What up, y'all, and welcome to a brand new track on the NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series schedule. We're here at Road 1 International up in Canada for what is the 20th race of the season. On pole is Alexander Rowe. This is his, I should have checked this first, but this is Rowe's first pole on the season. And looking at his career, it is pole number 5 on his career. I'm joined by Vince Freeze today as we've got a 20-lapper on hand and a standing start at that.
Yes, sir. I want to say this to all the Canadian, French fans in a way, because it's bonjour, bons de course, bon and court. A little French there, but anyway, man, this is the last international race of the season. Uh, this place is wild, man. I think we know how the elevation changes and the stadium sections and the super speedway type sections with the straights can play. It's really about getting the right setup here. I wouldn't say it's going to be a race of attrition. I would say at the front, it's going to be more towards the back, I think, compared to, let's say, New Zealand. And then, of course, you have to always think about the championship, and can Charles Sanford from third close into that gap for sure.
Going to go through the rest of the top 10, and then Vince will get to the drivers that failed to make the race. Starting second is Zachary Fitzwater Sr., third, Charles Sanford, fourth, Samantha Oskin. As you can tell, we don't have rows here on the standing start grid. Fifth is Colt Hudson, bit of a surprise there. Sixth, Nate Rogers, another surprise in seventh out of Logan Williams. Jonathan Sorlin, our points leader and defending champion, in eighth. And then teammates Jessica Shelton and Seth Cole round out the top 10, ninth and 10th. And a good Q effort there by Brian Auskus in 11th. Dylan Young won one of those Puka Kohei races 2 weeks ago. We'll see how he does from 12th. Going to go through the rest of the grid. Vince, lay it on me. Who missed the race here today?
We got Reggie Fogelman, Owen Miles, Laura Chung, Jack Holton, Bradley Ream, Lane Sanders, Christian Russell, Brent James, Christian Vargas, and Levi McIntyre, man. Can't catch a break this season. And like I said in the pre-race, this race is, I believe it's going to be at the big strength, as I like to say. The back will be the problem spots, and this first turn is pretty momentum-based, and then you start getting into the slower section with the hairpin, then you're going to run up into turn 4 after a straight, and then it gets crazy from there. Watch out for the S section, and then, of course, there's a little dip, and there's a big runoff area towards the back end of the course before we get to the main part, which were the speed sections.
You see Nico Tringali struggling in Q. He is starting in last place. This is going to have to do for our starting cam here. Going to go through the points really quick, and then we're going to hear that command come out, and we're going to go racing right away. Sorlin in the lead by 111 over Charles Sanford. Andrew Rich up the third, 138 back. Seth Cole down the fourth, 146 back. And Dylan Young climbed all the way up to fifth after a great weekend. He is 195 back. Oskin 6th, Tringali 7th, Rowe 8th, Nate Rogers 9th, and Allison Rain cracked the top 10 in the points after the races 2 weeks ago.
Are you ready?
And here we go.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
20th race of the season, 20 laps on hand. Green flag is out. And it looked like Charles Sanford got the better jump, but Nate Rogers is the one who's really going for it here off the jump. 4 wide almost for the race lead.
Yeah, they got a rocket start. Now we get into this turn 1 tight complex. Got to be careful.
And they were very close to wrecking for the lead right there.
Fitzwater has the run. Oh, a little aggressive by Sanford.
Oh, it's Alexander Rowe all over the rumble strip there. Looks like he might fade out of the preferred line here. Fitzwater takes the lead. 3 wide for second. Got Ellison and Kukulon off track in the back as always. All incidents will be reviewed at the end of the race.
Getting into this section here, you got to build the momentum, build the throttle time as we enter this quick, and I mean quick left-hander.
Heavy brakings on here. Charles trying to cross over here. Still advantage Fitzwater.
Stadium section right here.
onto the roller coaster, as they call it. Up and
Yes, sir.
down and up and down.
Quick flat out section right here on the left.
Nate's going to clear row for second. Colt Hudson in fourth there over Charles Sanford. And then down this big, big hill. See a lot of the foliage getting in the way here.
Here's the trouble section, Zach, right here. Gotta be careful on exit. Fitz does a good job, though.
Oh, someone just went flying off the track.
Brock and Sanford.
Trey Smith going 3 wide here on the teammates, Keith Rich and Ace Rogers. And here we come to the pit lane. That is 1 lap complete around road 1. Excuse me. And yeah, you see there's William Brock destroyed. Oh, Stephen Colon, Henry Sanford, Nico Tringali, all involved in something. Oh, and it looks like William Brock's fuel cell was ruptured from his incident because he had a gas.
On pit road, man, to get back. I think he'll be able to get to the entry.
That is not something we usually see. We don't usually see drivers have a fuel cell go. Kukulon also off the track right now. Oh, and there's Jessica Shelton from 10th place just went off. Allison Rain with a poor Q effort, currently scored 27th. See Logan Williams down out of the top 10 now. Baranauskas and Rich into the top 10. As Sanford, Oskin, and Seth Cole, some of the most accomplished road course racers in the series. They were behind Sorlin there in a line. And Rowe back by Nate for second there for the start-finish line. But Fitzwater currently in control of this one. So we're going to focus on this battle back here because this looks pretty intense. Battle for 5th between Sorlin, Sanford, Oskin, Seth Cole, and some others. Vince, I believe the pit window for today is going to be about 7 to 9, I want to say. 7 to 9 laps. I could be wrong. And then the tire fall off, I want to say, gets up to about 4 seconds or more.
Yeah, the undercut is pivotal as Audra goes wide.
And Audra, that's going to open up a battle there for Andrew Rich. You see her clip the grass back there. We'll see if Rich can go by as Oskin's looking to pass Sanford for 6th.
One up there, I believe, passing Colt Hudson.
See some drivers who were on that lap 1 incident counter starting to get some service. Oskin getting draft from Seth Cole to pass Sanford, and Seth Cole will go by as well. See the first official laps here. Seth Cole almost goes off of the 22. It's now Sorlin challenging Colt Hudson. So Henry Sanford, Tringali, Cologne all coming out back on the racetrack a lap down. So it looks like Ace Rogers and Allison Rain had some race-ending issues. Fastest lap on the race right now belongs to Alexander Rowe, as Seth Cole now looking to take 6th from Samet Oskin. He is going to get it done. Seth Cole this year, Vince, only with the 1 road course win at Willow Springs. Battled hard at Miller Motorsports Park against teammate Charles Sanford. And then, you know, he wasn't up there at Milano, and he wasn't up there really in New Zealand. So back to his road course ways here today, up to 6th place.
This is a driver's course, though. This is not like New Zealand where it's a little bit of luck and chance. And Seth, he knows how to get it done. He also won at Phoenix, which that's his place as well, it seems like. Let's see if he can get number 3 today. And will Fitzy's demons actually be broken? We'll find out.
Yep, and the 10 and the 63 out of the race. So Rain's bad luck season continues, man. As you can see, Vince Freeze has been separated from the pack, as has Jessica Shelton. Looks like there was a wreck going down the hill here. That seems like an interesting spot to have an incident. Looking through the back of the field, looks like Trey Smith lost a couple spots this lap. See Cole Deaver, who's won on a road course before, Surfers Paradise back in, I want to say it was 2018. He's making up some positions here after he had a poor qualifying effort. Priya McShane up to 20th. We know that top 30 battle is still raging on, as she is 7 points behind RJ Bishop coming into this thing. So RJ currently in 30th, I want to say. Nope, make that 28th. McShane 20th. So right now McShane would hop up and lock herself into a race for the first time in a long time. As you see Deaver looking for 21st on Derek Hamill. As Hamill will go off into the grass there. That'll give Deaver the position. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, they're leaning. Who was leaning on him? Well, Hamill will hold on to it for now. Excuse me. Dylan Young faltering here. He's down to 18th. He's got Scott Roush, Logan York in front of him. Kev Shearer in 15th. Battle for 13th. Zach Flickinger going to take that position over Logan Williams. So you got Ferranti and Blaine Saylor racing for 11th. Look at this. Charles Sanford doesn't seem to maybe have the pace here today. Oskin's gotten by Sorlin, as has Seth Cole. But now Charles will go by him as well. Looks like Baranowskis might challenge here. She has quite the run on the 5.
The 23 will stay in line with the 5, but the 1 should have the edge grip to this left-hander.
Kukulon and Ellison back on track, 2 laps down.
Right hand.
Man, look at how fast they accelerate down this hill. You're going
it's
about a $120 coming off the corner. 170, and then right back down the 110. You see Sorlin checks up there. Doesn't want to wreck himself out of another race. Saylor has fallen another spot after being passed by Ferranti. That corner right there, Vince, where they come off and there's that runoff there, some of them are clipping the grass there, and I'll tell you what, if we have a battle for the win at the end of the race, that corner might become a crucial spot in the race lead battle.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to keep it in. Got to keep it on the tarmac. Grass is bad here, especially we saw that with Shelton. Probably we didn't see it, but probably ran a little wide. The battle up front starting to turn into a 3-horse race. 50's not running away thanks to the draft.
Baranowski's got to put a move on Sanford for 7th up ahead. Seth Cole looking for 4th on Colt Hudson, who has done a great job maintaining position here today this afternoon. Audra is going to take the spot there, so she'll take 7th. Seth Cole still looking for a way by Colt Hudson. So the gap from 3rd to 4th, 3 seconds. Gotta wonder if that's just because of Hudson, not as experienced. This is the drivers in front of him. You can see that last time by, the difference in time from him to Seth Cole was 0.6. Hudson, that starting position is going to be valuable for him, having a good point stay, because he has not made a lot of races this season. It's been quite the surprise. And up ahead, battle for the lead, Fitzwater versus Alexander Rowe. And I think Rowe's going to take it here. He's got the preferred line.
Oh, Fitzy's not done yet, though. On the inside.
Fitzwater's going to battle it out. That'll let Nate Rogers close the gap. Side by side down the hill. Not a preferred move.
got to give here. I would think it'd be Fitzwater. No,
Oh.
they're going to keep it. Oh. Oh. He's going to force Rowe a little wide, but I think that's the spot for Rowe.
Rowe will take the race lead. Oh, and Fitzwater's going to go way off almost there. That's going to cost him some time. That's going to give Nate a run. See Seth Cole now starting to pull away from Colt Hudson.
He's there.
Can he track down the 3 in front of him? So Rowe started from the pole, got passed on the first lap, but after 5 laps, he is back to the point.
Draft is just so crucial around here, and tire wear is now kicking in. That's for about a second and a quarter off.
You see the lap times here, 2:24.3, 2:25, 2:24.7. Seth Cole ran a 2:23.3. He was not hindered in any major side-by-side battles that past lap, and that let him close in a second. As Andrew Rich has fallen off the top 10. He is 12th. He has not wrecked out. As it looks like we haven't had somebody wreck out here in a little bit. Looks like Mason Dagger came to pit road, though. You see Kukulon and Ellison are actually 3 laps down. As now Nate Rogers battling Fitzwater for second. It looks like he is going to take that position.
Right here's the key. You don't want to be on the left side. You want to be on the right side of this upcoming turn to get a nice exit. There it is. Rogers got a good exit. He might be able to challenge here next lap or two. He's definitely there. That's a nice shot.
Oh yeah, you just gotta love seeing the underside of the track there. Mason Daggers finished his repairs, and they are going to continue. It looks like the 12 has had an issue. Yep, he has hit pit road. That appears to be for damage as well.
It's a little wide again.
See, Audra still holding on 7th, closing up to Oskin for 6th. So Audra looking to have a career day after that 2nd place in New Zealand 2 weeks ago. And we're actually going to pit on lap 6 here, so it might be a 3-stopper. I might have had the fuel window completely wrong.
Might be a 2 for someone if they want to stretch it, but we'll see. Yeah, someone is.
That's Cole Deaver. Cole Deaver, Keith Rich. And I think Jesse Turner. I know Henry was a lap down. Same with Tringali. So very interesting strategy here. It'll be interesting for sure if Keith and Deaver make it on a 2-stopper or not. If they do, Vince, I'd say Cole Deaver might have this thing in the bag.
Yeah, it'd help the guys who came in 6th. If they go to lap 8, though, that would be... No, there's the stops.
Nate first out of pit road. Rowe and Seth Cole are going to come out borderline wrecking.
Gotta be careful here.
Sanford's going to come out right behind Sorlin. Nobody really suffering with that pit stop sequence there. Zach Flickinger and Ferranti gained some positions. So you can see Seth Cole right behind Alexander Rowe now, but Nate Rogers, their pit crew did phenomenal.
Yeah, the question will be, can they make it on 2 or 3? These guys for sure 3, as there's a
and Seth Cole's got some kind of problem with a wheel. Looks like they might not have secured it on there. We'll see if he's able to go the full distance. It's not flat, but a vibration right out the gate after having that pit stop.
You get a little contact with Rowe. Maybe just hit right.
Fitzwater now has a bumper full of Samet Oskin.
Old Deaver right here, got to get a good in lap and then really push on that out lap. These guys' tires are cold. He does have a little advantage, so let's say maybe not take the lead, but top 15 if he can play it right.
He will come into pit, and having nobody in front of him entering pit road is a good thing to have as well. And look at the way he's able to just dive it in there. Same for Keith Rich. Excuse me. They should see a good net gain out of this.
Rogers, there he is.
Stephen Colon in between him and Rowe. Pretty big gap between him and Rowe as well.
There's Deaver.
Deaver will get to lead a lap. Not that it means anything. But Nate has 2.5 seconds over, or 3 seconds over Alexander Rowe, actually. So Rowe second, Seth Cole third, Fitzwater fourth, Oskin fifth, Branowskis sixth, Hudson seventh, Ferranti eighth, Sack Flickinger ninth, and Deaver currently 10th, right in front of Jonathan Zorlin.
Zorlin should overtake him though with those warmer tires.
He's get into him.
Yeah. Bump and run. Deaver doing a good job though, getting him up to speed.
Well, Vince, I'm going to let you commentate this lap. I've got to go clear my nasal passages. So you enjoy some commentary from Vince Freeze here, everybody.
Do it. All right, Cole Deaver right here on board. See Jonathan's where I'm going to take you through a little bit about the mindset of the driver here. You know, here's Jonathan Zorlin and Charles Sanford in this championship battle. What are you going to do to mess around with each other psychologically, right? You think about Charles Sanford. He's been the Terminator all season in terms of either terminating to the end for the win or busting out. Versus Zorlin, who's been pretty consistent. So let's see what happens in this closing stage of the races. One thing about this place is you see the downhill roller coasters, they go up and down. It's all about the gear shifts. Getting off the gears, acceleration. We talk about it every time we go to a road course is key. As you see, a nice sweeping arc there by Deaver, and his tires are definitely warmed up. Bow at the front, it's still Nate Rogers out front. Alexander Rowe and Seth Cole looking like to be a good battle for second. For that podium spot, this Fitzwater as well is in that mix, and I think he's back.
All right, we are good to go here unless I sneeze again.
Gotcha, man. Covered.
So curious on this whole strategy thing. See the 7 and the 06 pitting. Now we'll see if the 47 comes in. But yeah, Nate Rogers, man, I'm really surprised they gained as much time as they did. Like, you don't just pop 3 seconds out of nowhere.
No, you don't. He popped 3 seconds off the start, too. He had an electric start. Yeah, that was an incredible start he had at the race.
So we got 3 drivers out of the race. If you're just joining us, William Brock, Ace Rogers, and Allison Rain. Several drivers a lap down after getting stuck in the sand. As Seth Cole is looking for second on Alexander Rowe. And Fitzwater is under fire from Oskin for fourth, and they're going to make contact and go off the track.
Oh, my goodness. Fitzy. They're stuck, man. Maybe Fitzy can get out of it.
Fitzwater is trying to. Oskin is straight up in the sand. All right, Fitzwater will continue, but he will be now outside of the top 20. Like I said, you just can't seem to have something go right for this 59 team this year. And Samet Oskin. Fitzwater was to Oskin's inside, so I want to say Fitzwater slid into him, but we'll have to take a double take on that one after the race. But both drivers are going to go from potential top 5 runs to maybe not even getting the top 15.
right here. Here we go. Yeah, they're gonna have to fix damage on the pit stop too. That's gonna be a killer stop. Is there Zorlin and Rich?
But so that whole shenanigan, that's going to bump Rich and Sorlin into the top 10. So now if you're Charles Sanford, you were sitting back here behind Sorlin after pit stops. You were only maybe going to lose a point or two if you stay behind him here for the race. But now that they're in the top 10, that's a 2-point jump per position. You got to do something now. How about Blaine Saylor? He's had a great day today. Just inside the top 15.
With me, babe.
Same with Logan York, Logan Williams. I'd say all eyes are on this whole pit strategy thing as Cole Deaver stretched it 7 laps. Now, if
his last lap was 2:37, my bad there. So he's starting to get up to speed now.
If you're everybody that pit on that first stop, lap 6, if you stretch it 7, this run and the next run, you should be able to make it. So if you pit on lap 13 coming to 14, you should, on our belief here, be able to make it to the end of the race.
That is correct.
And fastest lap on the race belongs to Samet Oskin, 2:22.486. And Amanda Evans has had something occur. She is going to be DNF in this one. Jessica Shelton pit, maybe she was involved in that. James Ellison pitting, I think that's scheduled for him. Yep, Shelton has damage. So Oskin falls to 30th and Fitzwater 25th.
22nd.
22nd, sorry.
Jesse Turner.
I was sneezing again there.
There you go.
Oh, and look at
came
this.
in late.
Priya McShane, their pit stop faltered. They're now racing RJ Bishop. That's only a 1-point difference between the two right now. Now, you know what it was, Vince? It was the 89. I was getting ready to sneeze, so I was squinting. I thought the 89 was a 59 on the ticker. And he is actually, Fitzy has actually lost a spot now to Adam Flickinger.
Yeah, that damage there on the side, the right side's killer, especially here because you're going into more rights.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Fitzwater and Oskin. Very unfortunate incident between them. See Kev Shear racing Peter Onjak. That is for 18th. Or actually, no, 17th, because Scott Roush just lost some positions this lap.
I'm surprised about Cole Deaver's that. You think he would start making some inroads with those fresher tires and that 1-lap pace, but I don't think the runs are going to be long enough because these guys are going to be pitting very soon for him to get anything past 8th.
Yeah, the fall off was not as extreme as I thought it would be. It's only been about 2-3 seconds.
Actually, Kev Shear ran his fastest lap, that last lap. That's crazy.
And he's going to take position here over Peter Onjak. So Sanford is looking at Sorlin here in 10th. That's a 2-point loss to him. Have to see what that team can do on these next round of stops, but Sanford has not looked like a fast car here today. They're going to try a crossover on Sorlin here.
Lost the grip, though, on the inside.
So Andrew Rich been chilling. He was just outside the top 10. Now he's just in the top 10 and 9th. Deaver 8th. And I think the draft is playing a factor here too, Vince, as Zach Flickinger is looking for 6th on Baranowskis. How about Ferranti? That pit stop got him up into the top 10, and now they're up in 5th. Colt Hudson, man, was falling on that first run, but he's back up to 4th. See, Seth Cole has stabilized behind Rowe. They are inching their way towards the 9 of Nate Rogers, but it is proving difficult. Halfway through this one.
clean air is important here. It's not the most important thing though when you got draft. It's a big pack at the start of the run, but when you get to that second run, clean air definitely triumphs over draft.
So no new retirees since Amanda Evans. Oh, Roy Ribbleton's been involved in something. He's got back end damage. He was 21st. Not sure who that could have involved. Looks like maybe Adam Flickinger. And that would have been right in front of Fitzwater.
Oh, man.
So Fitzwater had a great view of that.
I think Fitzwater just wants one call weekend, man. That's on his Christmas wish list, I think, at the end of the year.
Fitzwater, I think wants to win somewhere. As, Kev Shearer's got a pit, so maybe it is a 3-stopper.
Yeah, that's what. Anyone else? Is that it? That's it.
Well, maybe Kev's team did not fill up the fuel tank all the way the first time.
Oh, boy, that's a tough break.
Yeah, that's... Well, as I'm about to sneeze again. Hang on a second. We'll get to this bit in a minute. All right, so if all of these drivers that pit on lap 6 have to pit this lap, that means they're probably not going to make it to the end of the race. So Kev's team, knowing that, pitting a lap earlier, trying to gain a little something. As they saw, Deaver stayed out a lap and he gained time because there was no one in front of him on the brakes entering pit road, so you could just dive it all the way in. We know how crucial that is in gaining time. So, maybe thinking if we have to take a little extra fuel on our last stop, our third stop, at least we gain time now, so we might stabilize or maybe still benefit.
So you have to ask yourself, is Cole Deaver dropping back to save fuel? Something that Rogers did ironically at Homestead last year and won it masterfully.
Nate Rogers, man, his pit crew gave him 3 seconds. I think that, in a way, means he could give it right back. And I have to see if he pits this time by.
He's good.
I was talking about that whole stretch at 7 laps on the second run thing. Colt Hudson's going to pit.
That's a 3-stopper, I think, for Colt.
Baranowskis is in. Sorlin's pitting.
Oh.
That might be costly for them if they can't make it from here.
Well, the only thing they're banking on is someone can go 8 laps. And that's probably what they're looking at.
Yeah, but I don't know, Vince. This track's like 4-something miles. Could you really stretch it an 8th lap if you're already stretching it 7?
I think Cole Deaver could. That's the only guy.
Logan Williams, Saylor, Logan York, Dylan Young in, Fitzwater in, McShane, Yepes all pitting.
There's Kev. Oh, well, saw him for a second. There he is. Should be a net gain about 5 positions if he plays it right.
Oh, with the scattered pitting, that's making it so that not everyone has to slam their brakes on entry, so I'm going to be curious how much he gains here, if anything.
See where those guys are at. He'll pass a couple.
It looks like he's going to about come out where he was. Excuse me. I want to say he was right about here beforehand. The tires are warmed up, so we'll see what he gains. So there's Sorlin, Audra, Hudson, top 3 out of this group. So Deaver, he stretched it to lap 7 on the first run. I think that was a good call. But we'll see if he elects to stretch it to lap 14 on this run or not. As Alexander Rowe, him and Seth Cole are chipping away at Nate's lead. It's about 3/10 a lap. So I don't think it's over just yet, but this pit stop is going to be big.
I expect them to come in. This will be their final time. But we'll see. I just think at this point, if you come in now, you should be able to make it. There he is.
9 is going to pit, 14 in. Yep, Seth Cole in as well. We're going to focus on the 9. See if Deaver stays out or not here. Nope, he's going to pit.
It's a good move there. I think everyone can make it now in this group. Oh!
Vince Freeze is going to come out of pit road right next to Nate, and you see Nate, he's on the brake. That's going to cost him some time.
Oh, boy.
He slowed down 4 miles an hour to let the 12 out. Henry Sanford is a lap down, so yep, everybody else pits this time by.
There's Nate.
Let's see, this should be the best angle. All right, Nate is done. Out and done. Rowe is going to come out right there. Rowe's going to come out behind Seth Cole. Rowe lost a good chunk of time to the 07.
That's Cole, good pit stop, but Rogers, really good stop again. Oh, look at Jessica Shelton on the brakes, though. Warm brakes, warm tires.
Let's see, the top 10 right now is Nate in the lead still. Seth Cole second, Rowe third. Ferranti fourth, Hudson fifth. Sat Flickinger sixth, Audra seventh, Deaver eighth, Rich ninth, and Sorlin top 10. Keith Rich up to 11th, Sanford 12th, Shearer 13th, battle for 14th here, battle for 16th here. 17th, Derek Hamill, 18th, Blaine Saylor, 19th, Trey Smith, 20th, Quinton Moore, 21st, Priya McShane, 22nd, Scott Rouse, 23rd, Bishop, battle for 24th, Fitzwater, 25th, damage fixed, I would want to say.
Yes.
Let's see, can we find the 59 here on the chart? I cannot. Nope.
It looks fixed, though, from visually.
It looks good. Tringali is still a lap down. Oskin, 26 now, I want to say, so he's been gaining some spots. And yeah, that is what we are looking at. All right, so while these guys get their tires heated up, I'm going to do another clearing of the you-know-what. Let's see if I can find a battle for Vince to focus on.
That'd be great, man.
All right,
there we go.
Right here. All right, here you go.
Thanks, buddy. There's Jonathan Zrolin here looking at a draft. Just going to get some clear on the nose to get front turn good. Now, what does Andrew Rich do? Does he brake a little early and brake test him a bit? Yeah, he does. He forces Zrolin a little wide, and that's the way I do it around this S section. Now, Zrolin's off angle on the brakes. Has to overcompensate, ride a little bit of the curb, and there's Andrew Rich with a breakaway. Zrolin might go a little wide on the grass just a bit. He did take the undercut strategy, looking for that net gain. We'll see as timing and scoring shuffles out. Where he ends up in placement to Sanford's being championship rival. We know Kev Spears on that early strategy. Does he have to pit again? We'll have to find out. Anybody who came in before Kev was definitely pitting. You see some more coming in. It's either for damage fixes or just off strategy. I believe Zach is back. There we go.
All
and there's
right.
4-1-10.
So the lead between Nate and to second, it stayed the same. So Rowe was, I want to say, 2.7 back when he came into pit. Now we know Rowe lost time on his pit stop once again, another 2.5 seconds. Seth Cole came in 3.4 back and gained 7/10. You can see it on the lap time there, 2:57.8 to a 2:58.2. That's part of that lap, and you can see Rowe's was a 3:01.3. So it's going to be interesting here. Does Seth Cole have the pace in these last 6 laps to close the distance? There's no draft for him or for Nate right now.
It'd be interesting to say the least. I don't think Vince Freeze will come into play, but that could be big for Nate. That would help him a little bit.
Let's see. Right
Yeah,
now the margin is skewed because of pit stop, so we'll have to see what it is when the 12 hits the start finish line.
I think it's just Seth Cole on outright pace. He needs to use all of his road course knowledge, especially in the braking sections. Cement Austin still has that fast lap.
I see Henry Sanford up there, second on the board.
Seth's gaining. You can see it.
You can look at times right now. Nate is 5th on the board. Seth Cole 7th. They're right there with each other, 5th and 7th. Rowe as well in 14th. But you're right. Seth Cole is flying up to the 9 right now. He just like been saving his car all day, saving his energy maybe.
I just think that last round when the pay window's open, man, that expertise comes out, especially
My
knowing the
goodness.
course.
What are these lap times going to be here?
I would say about a second quicker, easy.
Oh, Nate only ran a 2:24.
Oh my goodness.
Terrible lap on the first lap for Nate. Or perhaps saving his stuff early in the run. But, man, even Rowe gained the second there. But Seth Cole, 2:22.53, that's second fastest on the day. And Nate only ran a 2:24.3.
Nate's starting to mess up on exit. He's starting to hit the rumble strips a little bit.
Kugelan's got a tire down. Where is he? Here he is. He is right near pit road. But the battle's going to be on here between the 9 and the 07. And he's diving it in.
Brakes. Nate's got him right where he wants, and those sets on the wrong side of the stadium section.
Or is he?
Yeah, he is. Watch right here.
Oh, I don't know.
Wow, he just...
Wait,
no,
wait,
there
you're
you
right.
go.
There's the run. There's the run by the 9. Okay, and the 12 is in sight.
Ooh.
See what
That
the
could be big.
difference right now is about 6 seconds.
Seth's going to have the run here and the line. Does he force him a little wide? Nah, Nate just doesn't have the speed like he did that first run. Give the lead to Seth Cole.
It's very curious that Nate was holding these guys at a steady distance the first 2 runs, and now he just doesn't have it. I don't know if it's a bad adjustment or if it's strategy. They did pit with 7 to go. Curious maybe if the 9 team thinks they need to run this pace to make it.
That'd be brutal. The only good thing for Nate is he can learn from Seth Cole, but the problem is Seth Cole is starting to catch that wake of freeze a little bit, and that's going to help him on the straights, which could cause it to break away.
It'll be 4 to go this time by. And Rowe and Ferranti, they are still closing the distance too. See 2:23.2 there. Nate again with a 2:24. Ferranti with the 2:22.443 fastest lap of the race.
They have enough time. It's a long lap around here. 4 laps to go is 16 miles.
Oh, they are 3 seconds behind the 07 now. Ferranti's all over Rowe. He's going to get into him maybe.
Now the question is, what does Seth Cole do with his lapper? Because that's going to be big. Where does he catch him?
He's going to catch him right here.
Oh, not the best place.
No, he's going to bump him. And get the throttle down here, clear him, yep. It's clear Vince Freeze right there. Ferranti looking for 3rd.
He's on the wrong side, though.
Oh, a Charles Sanford pit.
That's big.
What for?
I don't know why.
I don't see no damage.
This is Meadowlands all over again with that weird strategy.
Looks like a regular pit stop to me. I'm very confused. They made it to lap 13. I'm very confused. Well done. That's what Jonathan Zorlin needed to see.
Oh, I don't know though. I don't see why you would pit there unless you're banking on everyone else. Ferrante's going to lose a little grip there. I think all this battling is just hurting their chances at the win. It's really giving Seth Cole an easy breakaway.
Oh, Ferrante's going to go way off the track there after clearing row.
Should be able to clear.
Yep, row will get him. Seth Cole still driving away. If anyone else pits here, Kev Shearer's going to come in. We expected him not to be able to make it. Doesn't look like anyone else is thinking about it. Fitzwater has not really been able to go anywhere. He's still in 26th place. Same with Oskin in 29th. And yeah, I'm really curious why Charles had to pit here. If he was turned or what the case was, we'll have to find out. But it looked like a standard 14-second pit stop to me. You see, Kev's team is only doing either 2 tires or fuel only. It's going to save them 6 seconds. See, Nate has really just been in save mode this whole run. Really makes me wonder if that means the 9 is thinking the 07 won't make it.
I don't understand that strat. I think he's got a problem, to be honest. He shouldn't be running this off the pace compared to the first run.
Perhaps maybe an engine is going and we just haven't heard
closing.
about it yet. See what the top speed here is on this hill.
About 170.
172. Only 170 for Nate. It'll be 2 laps to go this time by. And Seth Cole came into this race 146 points back. He might become the new second in points after Charles pit again. But we'll have to wait and see. It's still 2 long laps around this racetrack. Seth Cole showing no signs of pitting. Let's see if anybody is. Hudson's not.
Might be Zorlin. He came in.
There's the 5. He's not pitting. He's lost some positions, though. He's out of the top 10 now. If all those guys that pit on lap 12 can make it, Vince, then I am very confused by the 0-3 having the pit.
That doesn't make any sense. I think he just threw away some good points.
Unless they underfueled it on the last pit stop and they had to pit again like Kev Shearer did early in his run, but very, I don't know. I don't see anything that would have suggested that he received enough damage to warrant a pit stop. You know, usually when you get enough damage to warrant a pit stop, it means your back end's caved in all the way or your front end's caved in all the way, and that car looks fine. And the pit stop time reflects a fine pit stop of 14 seconds. So I'm going to just assume here that they underfueled that car. Which, at this point of the season, you can't be doing that.
This is the crunch time, man. There's only 10 races to go.
So Seth Cole is gone. Nate Rogers' team did something to that car, or something is wrong with that car, and they have lost a ton of time on this run.
I don't think Nate's going to be on the podium if he keeps this up. He keeps losing time. think
But
he should be all right.
it is a long way around this track, Vince, so going to be curious to see if all those drivers that pit on lap 12 can stretch it in 8th lap. If they try to, maybe we'll see some people run out of gas here.
Maybe, but they will just probably pull it in like Kev Shear did. I mean, he clearly couldn't make it. Let's see what Seth Cole. It looks like he's on the line to finish this race, though.
Speaking of Kev Shear, since they took fuel only and only spent 8 seconds on pit road, he is 11 seconds in front of the 03.
No one's coming in from the top 4. That's big.
Now, I think all these guys are just going to go for it and see what happens. Andrew Rich, that's for 9th. Zach Flickinger's up to 8th.
Garland, I think, he's good. He didn't come. Yep.
Battle is on for 2nd. Rowe and Ferranti have closed the gap. Nate's been running these 224s the whole run, Vince.
Something's wrong, man. There's just no way you can tell me he had that lightning start, lightning stop, and now just loses the pace. No, that's bizarre.
See, could have 3 of the top 5 in lap times on the podium here if the 14 and the 48 get by the 9. Ferranti has been doing a great job here on this last run. He's just following Rowe's line and sticking right with him.
What can you say about Seth Cole, though, man?
Hudson 5th, Baranowski 6th, Deaver 7th with his strategy, Flickinger 8th, Keith Rich 9th, Andrew Rich 10th. But yeah, Seth Cole, man, this is going to be, unless he pits coming to the line,
God.
this is going to be his 3rd win of the season. And I think it's going to shoot him up to 2nd in the standings. And, you know, you just can't beat this guy on the road courses.
No, it's too bad this is the last real driver's road course, to be honest, left on the calendar. The Pirates, but that's very draft
Yeah,
heavy.
we know Papyrus is very super speedway-esque like Milano is. Through the final right-hander to the checkered flag for the 3rd time this year, and for the 14th time in his Cup career, Seth Cole is a Digital Storm winner. Nate Rogers will hold on to 2nd. Rowe 3rd, Ferranti 4th. Hudson is out of gas.
Oh, boy. It's going to be close.
Does he get 5th? He will. Flickinger 6th, Deaver 7th, Rich 8th. Or 7th place fell somewhere. I think other people out of gas.
Oh.
Dylan Young's out. McShane's out.
I think that's it.
Where's Sorlin? Where'd the 5 go?
He passed it. Oh, he passed.
Yepes out of
already
gas
passed.
here at the end.
He passed the line. He's good.
Did he? Did I just completely not see him? There he is.
There he
He's
is.
got back end damage now.
I think he got run over.
Finished 11th, got run over. Yeah, they all stretched it. They were stretching it there, Vince.
Gonna move just in the nick of time. Oh, Cole
Sailor's
Hudson.
out. Logan York's out with a top 10. All right, wow. Dylan Young and McShane, man, they were looking at top 15s, I think, and they ran out before the pit entry, and they brought it on down to the pit lane. Audra, man, a big one. So Charles got 1 spot back because of that, I want to say.
I think Dylan and Priya crossed the line with no fuel, I'm going to guess.
I believe so.
Okay. Audra, I think timing and scoring is
Yeah.
not up. There we go.
Timing and scoring is going to close there. So that is the official results, but we've got incidents to look at, so let's get to it. All right, here we go, everybody. Lap 1. See what happens to Ellison and Kukulon here.
Rewind a little bit.
Well, Ellison's just going to get Peter sandwiched here, and he loses it off of Peter. And Peter uses Kukulon to save his car, and that sends Kukulon wide. Bishop goes off track here, too.
Yeah, and they're in the kitty litter, and there's nothing you can do there.
I believe they just get stuck here. Yep. Ellison's stuck. Kukulon's trying. He'll get stuck, too. Let's see what happened up here next.
I believe the next incident is the...
Something with Henry Sanford.
Yeah, William Brock and Henry Sanford just shot across the track.
I
in
think
that
this is it
aspect.
right here.
Yep.
I think Tringali might be an innocent bystander. Oh, Tringali goes off a Cologne rather. Let's watch this one first. Cologne smacks the wall pretty good, and then Tringali, I think, just gets stuck. And then back here.
That was a hard one.
Oh, yeah, this one was brutal. Let's watch this. This is with Henry Sanford. Yeah, turned them pretty good, and that's a lick. Henry goes all the way here into the sand, and he'll get stuck right next to the Minecraft banner. So that was the first lap of incidents, I believe, and I believe that was it for the first lap.
Yes.
Jessica Shelton on lap 2 was in 10th place at the time. I think she's going to get some help from the 11 here. Yeah, 11's going to slide into her lane. And they about wreck it. Shelton is the one who goes off track the most. Logan's able to use that rumble strip to save himself. And Shelton goes off into the sand. I believe she got it back going here, though. Yeah, she did. Okay, so up ahead, something occurs to the 10 of Rain. Who was not having a good day to begin with. I think it involved Mason Dagger.
Oh, no.
Something happens ahead to Ace Rogers.
Got spun like a
Oh,
top.
I think it's another teammate thing.
Oh, boy.
Saw this at Memphis and Jerky Pro. Yep, Keith just hooked him.
Wow, hard hit.
Inside wall, and Ace lost control of the car, and narrow section here. Oh, and Rain just had nowhere to go. That's a pretty good lick. Oh, and Vince Freeze got a piece of it too. And was Dagger off track down here still? No, he was back on track. Man. Ooh, Turner almost got spun out right there. All right, well, that was this lap. Very simple incident here for Mason Daggers. Just going to get clipped by Ribbleton off of turn 1 and gave himself the door damage there. Well, Amanda was on her out lap here, and she's going to get hooked by Jessica Shelton. This was much worse than William Brock.
Oh, airtime.
Airtime. Man.
This fan's got a good view of that.
And that was quite the lick. And Shelton, I think, yeah, that's where she got her back end damage from. She went off far enough to get back end damage. That was an awful hit for Amanda. Yep, car was killed. All right. I think we have to look at the cement Fitzwater thing now. I'm going to play this out for y'all so you get a good understanding of what this battle had going on. You see Fitzwater kind of pinching Oskin there. That's what you got to do here, especially with the rumble strips. You go into turn 2 here. Fitzy gets a little wide. Then Fitzy's going to try and get it back here. Throws it in to turn 3. Oskin is holding his line, and Fitzy he just threw it in there too deep, Vince. And I'm sure Fitzy probably felt like in the moment that was on Oskin, but it looks like it was just all on him. A little bit of driver error this time around.
Yeah, the devil can't get out of Fitzwater's lap right now. He's definitely in a tough spot with the luck.
I believe that was all that happened. You can just take a check this way. I don't believe anything else occurred. Or something happened to the 78. Let's see if we can find that. Was it this lap? I think it was this lap. Oh, wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Let's take a look at this. Let's go on board Fitzwater here for this one. Watch the 43 of Ribbleton here. She's going to kind of slide up into Adam Flickinger, and Adam was just like, yeah, I kind of got to stay on the track. He just kind of turns him around here. And Ribbleton hit the wall there as a result of it. We'll give you a better angle of this now. Ribbleton almost backed right up in front of Quinton Moore. Right here. You just kind of did the same thing a lot of people have been doing here today, and that's been sliding up on the inside of turn 3, Vince. And this time they kind of kept it straight till the exit. You see Adam start to get a run back, and he's just like, "Oh, I got to turn back off this rumble strip." And I guess Adam was just like, "Screw it, you're in the way." So he turned him.
Yeah, and there's just nowhere to go, man. That's part of the funnel effect. Oh, I was a close to call.
And I mistakenly said Ribbleton was backing up. No, his car was sliding down that little incline of grass there. Now I want to say that was everything. Everyone started pitting again. I know Kukulon had that tire go down. I don't think there was anything else. So your winner today was the 07 of Seth Cole. Jerky Pro still off next week, but we're in the August now. 10 races left in the season. No more off weeks for Cup, so it's a straight shot from here on out. Should have said that at the beginning of the race, but no big deal. So next week, we head to the second and last super speedway on the calendar, and that is Armory Digital out in Seattle. It is going to be a wild one. So we will see you guys next week for what is one of the last wildcard races on the schedule.
Signing off.